Hey everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So as you can see, this is Skyblock, and it is in fact FTB Infinity Evolved Skyblock. So quite excited to play this. And this is on a server belonging to the Seasoned Gamers. The Seasoned Gamers are a bunch of YouTubers who kindly have invited me along to record with them, which I've accepted. They're a great bunch of guys, and their Minecraft content is absolutely brilliant. I'll be leaving links to all their channels in this video. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it up there by the time I post the video up, because I don't know all of them as yet. I've only met a couple of them so far. And yeah, so let's just get on with this then, really. So I've already done a little bit of work on this platform, because at the beginning, for some reason, my recording software decided to cut out. So yeah, I lost a little bit of recording, but not too much. So no worries. So we start off with a chest, and in that chest is some water and some lava. So we'll be able to get a cobblestone generator going relatively quickly. We got some bone meal and some saplings. So this mod pack, unlike the Sky Factory, which I'm sure many of you have played before, does not have the tree growth simulator mod involved in it. So you can't twerk for trees. You've got to use bone meal instead. We got some apples, got some spawn eggs for some of the basic farm animals, and a thing called a chicken stick. So it's in the shape of a hammer. I've not used it before. I don't know what the benefit of this is going to be, but I'm sure that we're going to find out. And we get a couple of books as well, the usual books for open blocks and Tinker's Construct. And I've already put down a Tinker's Construct crafting station, and we've already kind of found out that the recipes in this pack have changed a little bit from those that you would expect, i.e. it's going to be a lot harder to get the stuff that we know and love in modded Minecraft. But that is the challenge of FTB Infinity Evolved Skyblock, and gotta say, I'm really excited about this. And before I bore everybody by carrying on talking, let's plant another tree down and get that bone milled up. We've already run out of bone meal there. Use a little bit more of that. It is night time, so I guess that it could possibly take a bit longer. Now, you can see already in my hand, I've got a couple of crooks. And if you've played this type of mod pack before, you'll be aware that the crooks are absolutely invaluable, because what they actually do is they increase the chances of saplings dropping when you get the leaves, and that is absolutely essential for making any kind of progress in this pack. The reason being, obviously, at the beginning, we've only really got access to wood as a material, and without any saplings, we've got no more wood, and that would be the end of the game pretty quickly. But also, in the early days, and well, in fact, not just in the early days, sort of going forward as well, the saplings can be used to actually get dirt, and dirt can be used to get a whole host of other things, which again we will go into later. But just trust me, you want to maximize your chances of getting as many saplings as possible, which is what we are doing. So, as with all of these Skyblock mods, again, the beginning of the game is all about punching trees, and that's pretty much all you can do, is punch trees, turn them into planks, and just sort of extend your base out until you've actually got an area that you can work more comfortably in. And there's another 24 planks, so I'm just gonna, slabs. So I'm just gonna pop those down. Finger on the shift key at all times, because, as I said, and you are aware, I am probably the most clumsy person. Well, I was definitely the most clumsy person on the server, I would imagine, if not in the entire Minecraft community. I am getting a little bit of sort of lag on the server every now and then, and that kind of is putting the fear of God into me every time I stand on a block and it flashes like that. I do wonder whether or not I'm going to fall off into the void, and hence I've just wasted a block there. Hence the fact that most of what I've got is being put into the chest, so that if that does happen, I'm not going to lose everything. Now, should have mentioned that I am actually putting down the slabs on the lower portion of the full block there, because, as again I'm sure you're aware, mobs will not spawn if the slabs are placed in that way. So what I'm going to do, rather than bore you with me just punching down trees, which I'm going to be doing a lot of before we move on to the next part, I'm going to take a little bit of a cut, and I will see you when I've finished punching down trees. Okay, so that is a few trees chopped down, and we've made this platform a little bit bigger, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit safer now, and yeah, less likely for me to run off the edge. I'm just going to pop a sapling down so that at least that sort of will be hopefully growing at some point soon. I want to try to conserve a little bit of this bone meal. I don't want to kind of use it all at once. I'm not really sure sort of what else I might need that for later on. So let's just try to keep hold of a bit of that. But anyway, a couple of things before we end the episode that I wanted to show you. First of all, these guys, silkworms from Ex Nihilo. These are absolutely fantastic. They're going to allow us ultimately to get string and move on to the sort of next big stage of the early game, which will be to get a sieve, which is how we're going to get a lot of the other materials that you'll be used to in Minecraft that are, going to allow us to progress the game. So they work really easily. You wait for a tree to grow. In fact, let's go against exactly what I've just said and just use some bone meal to get a tree growing so that I can show you what I mean. So let's just get this grown, and I'm now stuck in the middle of the tree. There we go. And what we do is you just right click with a silkworm on one of the leaves. I'm actually going to use a couple of those. I'm going to save one just in case something goes horrifically wrong here. But in fact, while it's raining, let's just leave that for a second. Water. I need water. And we're going to be able to get water by using an oak barrel, which is basically just this design. If I just quickly get that in there, we'll grab 3 of those. And I am going to pop those down on the edge just here like this. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip away from that quite so abruptly there, but yeah, we can get some more water collected up in these barrels, and hopefully if we can get enough, we can actually get ourselves an infinite water source. I'm just going to actually pop in and just turn, obviously won't be in video settings, I'm just going to pop in and just turn that weather right down, because that was actually really loud. So yeah, the barrels are used to collect water, and if we've got enough, we can actually get ourselves an infinite water source, so we won't be worried about sort of losing the water block that we've got. So back to the leaves. If I look at this, you can see up on the whaler information, it's saying that they're infested leaves, and underneath that, it's giving us a percentage for how infested they are. Once this leaf block is fully infested, it will then spread to an adjacent leaf block, like it's done over this side already. So you can see, in fact, it doesn't even have to be fully infested. As you can see, this one wasn't 100%. But now that that's fully infested, we'll be able to cut that down with the crook, and there's a chance that that'll actually drop some string. And we're going to wait for the entire tree to be fully infested, and then we'll see how much string we can get. As I say, we'll then be able to move on to the next part of the game. And in the meantime, have I got enough wood to make another barrel? No, I haven't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get in here. Perhaps just going to cut one of these leaves. I just want a couple of these bits of wood so that I can make a last barrel, because I'm fairly sure that we're going to need 4 buckets of water to make an infinite source. I mean, obviously we haven't got access to buckets yet, but I'm not really sure how often it's going to rain on the server. I've never played this on a server before, and I don't want to miss the opportunity while it is there. So we will just pop down another one of those, and then we'll have the equivalent of 4 buckets of water. So I'll be back when this tree is fully infested, and we can just sort of have a look and see how much string we get. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is now looking like it's pretty much fully infested. So let's just grab our crook and let's just chop this down and see what we get. So yeah, as you can see, we've got a couple of bits of string already. Now, in order to make the sieve, we're going to need 18 pieces of string. I'm not sure that we're going to get that off of one tree, but we can hope. I think I'm probably going to need another crook, to be honest, before we actually do get to the end of the tree. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll be lucky. Let's just see. Obviously, I don't want to waste the chance of getting string on any of these bits. And there we go. Our crook has broken. So we have got enough string anyway. So let's just cut down these bits of wood. And yeah, we'll just grab the rest of that. Oh, that despawned really quickly. Gotta say, I can't believe how lucky I've been that it's actually rained. That is all good. And yeah, we didn't get any more silkworms. Sometimes you kind of get a higher rate of silkworms dropping when it's actually off of an infested tree, but we got a bit unlucky there, didn't get any. And just eat an apple quickly, otherwise I'm liable to forget and start to starve. So let's get this sieve made. As you can see, I've already been and had a look at it just to remind myself, but basically we need a couple of blocks of wood, some sticks, and some of this silk mesh. And silk mesh is made with 9 bits of string, so there's a couple of bits of silk mesh there. We'll just pop these in to the crafting station, turn those into bits of wood, pop those there, a couple of bits of stick, some mesh, and there is our sieve. Now, in order for me to show you how this is going to work, I'm going to need to make another barrel, which is going to require me to grab another tree. And once again, it's always bad news if you stand in the middle of a tree when it's growing. It's going to hurt. And just going to grab myself a crook really quickly. Half of that there, half of that there. Pop that in there. There's our crook. And let's just get these leaves down. I really don't like to waste any of them because, as I say, saplings are so important on this kind of pack. Walk around there. That chest is actually in a really bad position for chopping down trees. I keep bumping into it, and I'm going to have that move before the next episode because that is really annoying. There we go, the last little bit there. Let's just got another silkworm, so let's just pop that into the chest straight away. And get the rest of this wood down. We can make ourselves another barrel, and I can show you how we move on and progress to the next part of the game. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to turn that into more of this wood. 3 there, 3 there. One of those on the bottom. Grab ourselves another plank, and I'm 1 slab short, so that's annoying. I'm going to have to grab another tree because while it's raining, I don't want this one to actually fill up with water. down to our last stack of bone meal. That is a lot quicker than I was hoping it would be. Let's grab this one. Sorry about this. The final tree that we'll be cutting down in this episode, hopefully. As I say, a lot of this is that chest. A lot of this is about punching trees in the beginning, but it is well worth it for what you get out of the game going forward. I always enjoy these type of packs, and I'm not even worried about those few leaves at the top there. Just grab the wood that we need from here. In fact, I'll just leave the rest of that there for now and see how many slabs we can. In fact, I need it, so I won't leave it there. What I want to make is kind of like a little cover over the top of this, and that will stop the rain coming in. And just grab, yeah, those. It's a really quick despawn rate on these leaves. I don't know whether that's a server setting or whether or not that's just part of the pack, but there we go. So we've got some more slabs, so we're going to put one there, and then we need to put a few just up here. Just going to be really careful so that that'll be enough. Yeah, so that we can put one across the top here, and when we put this barrel down, that will now not fill up with water. I'll make this a little bit better going forward, because I think, how many is that? That's a full block, that's a full block, and that's also a full block. So if we were to wander, well, we can't at the moment, the base is not big enough, but if we were to wander too far away from that, that would actually spawn mobs. In fact, I think we can get the NEI crosses up. Yeah, as you can see, we would be able to spawn on top of that one there. Obviously, we can spawn over here as well. But as I say, we can't wander too far away at the moment, so we're not going to get any mobs spawning just yet. But that is just something to watch out for going forward. So we grab our oak saplings, and I'm just going to put a slab here for now, just so that we can see what's going on. And right click into the barrel until it's full, and then you'll see again in the whaler there, it's telling us the oak barrel is composting, it's giving us a percentage, and when that is done, that's going to give us a piece of dirt, and we can sieve that piece of dirt. I think where we can put the sieve, I think we'll just pop that there for now next to the barrel, and that will just make life easier. I'll have a whole host of these barrels going forward, because we're going to need, say, quite a few of them. And while we're just waiting for that, let's just pop down another sapling. I'm going to try not to use any more. I'm certainly going to pop this bone meal back in here. I'm going to try not to use any more of the bone meal just yet if I can help it. And there we go. So that's fully composted. So let's just grab that. So you can see we've got a piece of dirt. And if we just stand by the oak sieve and then hold the right mouse button down, and as you can see from that, well, we've just got some bits of stone. If you get 4 of these, you can actually turn that in a crafting grid into a piece of cobble, but we've only got 3. But you also get from these, I'm just going to do this again. Just going to grab a few more of these saplings because we've collected quite a few. As I say, you will actually get other bits and pieces from doing this. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to show you that. I'll do one more piece. As I say, that will then be the end of the first episode, because I think we're kind of running out of time anyway. But in between episodes, I've got quite a few bits and pieces that I want to do. I want to expand out this area so that we've got more barrels. I want to make the platform quite a bit bigger, and in preparation for actually getting the cobblestone generator built, which I will be doing in the next episode as well. And how far have we got? 88, 89, 90. Come on. And there we go. So let's just grab this. Please don't fall down the other side. It didn't. Let's just sieve that. Fingers crossed it gives us something else. And no, unfortunately it hasn't, but we can make a piece of cobble with that. So yay, there's our first piece of cobble. And we haven't really got much of a use for that currently, other than if we were to get quite a bit of this, then we could make a little bit of a safer area for our cobblestone generator. I think actually in between episodes I might just do that. I might punch down a whole host more trees, which I was going to do anyway, but I might sort of punch down more than I probably would have, so that we get a lot more saplings, so that I can get a lot more stone, and we can make a little bit of a safer area, because I am a little bit worried, even with slabs, using the lava on that, because I certainly don't want this to all burn down, because that would be really bad. And yeah, I think that'll do. So if you've enjoyed the episode, please drop me a like. And yeah, if you subbed, that'd be great. And I'm really hoping that you're going to enjoy this series, because as I say, I'm really excited about it. I actually love this kind of mod pack. And yeah, until the next time, take care. Bye.